What is up, everybody? So, get the crackhead hat on right now. It is like negative 10 degrees outside in Chicago, but I'm still gonna record this video. For you guys that do not know, this is not my main recording studio anymore. This is my old recording studio at my grandparents' house. I'm out here because it's close to my job, and I didn't feel like driving through the expressway in a negative wind chill weather because getting to work will be a hassle. That explains the situation where I'm at now. And this old room, hashtag recording studio, is like freezing, which is why I got the hat on and some tea while I'm going to do this video. Now, this video is going to be specifically talking about the YCS Chicago Meta. That event is this weekend. I'm pissed because I don't have a deck to play, but I'm trying different things out to see what I want to do. And after playing on Dueling Network, I could definitely say there's 5 decks I think have a good chance of winning that event that are pretty much sleeper decks in my opinion. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give you guys the goo. Without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
This is matcha green tea, by the way. If you guys don't want it, matcha green tea, really good. First thing I'm gonna talk about, Guru Subterra Control. Bruh, when I say one card can make a deck that much better, Guru is a perfect example. Prior to Guru, Subterras had a consistency issue of getting into their resources when they wanted to. Now I know they had their field spell, and I think they had that trap as well as where you can flip it up. Activate it, got like 6 different effects. Subterra monsters' effects can't be negated or whatever. And then it sets itself, so it's like an infinite resource to abuse in the deck. It can be a brick, but in the Guru deck, you're gonna flip your Guru, use Guru effect to book a moon monsters. It's redundant, bro. Like, now obviously against link-centric decks like Sky Striker, Guru ain't doing much. But with the fact that Subterras, they have their own negate card in the form of that stupid hand trap where, oh, if you got a face-up Subterra monster on the board, book it face down, negate an effect, not a monster effect, not a spell, an effect. I was just sitting there like, bruh, really? Okay. And then the field spell is just like the Trickstar's field spell. When you activate it, you add. The deck does so much bang for its buck. And I think it's under the radar because people aren't talking about it as extensively as they should. Like, I know it's a few people like BCTRVS, he plays the deck. I saw his deck. I didn't see his deck profile, but I saw he posted one. And I've seen there's a other few people online talking about the deck as well. But that deck is insane. It's very reminiscent of Altergeist. Because, like, when it gets the ball rolling, there's little to nothing you can do. So with all that being said, Guru Control has a good chance of... That was definitely on the top. I'm calling it that Guru Control is in the top. But it has a good chance of winning the event. Number 2. That is the deck I'm personally testing out. I don't know how good it is just yet, because I know there's multiple different variants of it. And that's Time Thief. Time Thief off the back, just like Burning Abyss, just like every other deck that came out, has a Stratos, which is good. But by today's metagame, it's a little too slow. They have a, Rescue Rabbit in the form of Regulator. The only thing that sucks about that is it can get Ash Blossom. If you don't get Ash Blossom, you're in a good position. You're gonna plus a lot because it replaces itself. It's redundant. It's really good. The Embezzle Ship allows you to manipulate your opponent's graveyard and stay on the field from his graveyard when you get XYZs. The entire deck is pretty much XYZ control, and it reminds me of, like I said, Strike Ninja Chaos from back in the day, for you guys that remember that deck. The only downfalls of Time Thief is it's not really consistency, because the deck is consistent. It's the fact that decks like Thunder Dragons, decks like Altergeist, decks like Guru Control are just that much better, because once they pick, well, it could be Thunder Dragons depending on what kind of field they make. It could be Thunder Dragons, but decks that's trap heavy like Altergeist and Guru Control. There's one more deck I can't think of right now. Those decks specifically give the deck a hard time because if they go first, they set up their board. Once they start to set up their resources, this is GG no read, because Time Thief is a slow control deck, and those are already control decks that have established archetype based support that Time Thieves don't have yet, but allows me to look forward to the future for Time Thief. But this ain't talking about the future, talking about YCS Chicago. Time Thief variants, I think, have a good chance of topping the event. Maybe win. I don't know about winning, but variants definitely. You know, Time Thief Redoors is that good of a card. Literally, it could just win games. I have a game specifically, and I'll probably show the clip right here if I can remember to edit it into the video, where it's like I legit control my opponent just by bouncing their cards back and just kept poking for damage, bouncing their card back and poking for damage. So yeah, Time Thief, don't sleep on it. Very powerful deck, very good deck. It just against trap heavy decks has a hard time. Against a deck that's not trap heavy, it can pretty much push their shit down. Number 3, Cyber Dragons. Now, I don't know if this is a sleeper or not. In my opinion, it's a sleeper because like people don't talk about Cyber Dragons as much as they once were. And it's for good reason. You know, decks like Sky Striker, Thunder Dragon, Alter Guys, they're more derpy. Cyber Dragons are a little more fair in the sense that it can fuck shit up, but if it ain't doing nothing right away, it's gonna lose. Because it has to OTK. Some Cyber Dragon decks are main deck evenly matched. Specifically for decks like, you know, Thunder Dragons, that, in my opinion, you make a board of like 2 guys to say you can't search and they protect themselves, it's a little unfair, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! No point in complaining. But Cyber Dragon specifically though, I think it's a really solid deck choice for YCS Chicago. A lot of people in Chicago are going to be playing goofy, boofoo decks in the first round. But you know, Cyber Dragons, it has spot on field removal with their Cyber Dragon support to bring out their fusion monster to poke for damage. Outing boards like Thunder Dragon boards that just want to protect their Thunder Dragon monsters. In addition to that, a lot of Cyber Dragon players, like I said, are running the Blue Match main deck for more OTK potential on the follow-up turns. And they have good go first plays via Cyber Dragon Infinity, and their go second plays are usually OTK. So yeah, Cyber Dragon, very good, a lot of potential. I think it could do well in this event. Number 4, Dark Warrior variants. I've seen the Dark Warrior Time Thief, which is really solid on Lithium channel. Goki engine is still strong, guys. Like, a lot of people are really testing out Goki, Dark Warrior. Not really Time Thiefish. They run the Redoor so they can make the Afterthought with the PK card, the Rank Up Magic PK card, so they can stall the opponent for a turn and just OTK. So yeah, Goki is honestly, the Dark Warrior stuff have a lot of support still. And if they go off, they go off. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be Rango, of course, because Rango was just 10 times better, but Afterthought is still good. And if I can Afterthought my opponent on their turn, and on my turn OTK them, then we're good to go. The only downfall with Goki's is, even like the Rango variants, it can brick, which is a thing. And not having those Gumblar Afterthought plays is gonna be really hard. The Gumblar Rango plays is gonna be really hard to do some damage, and it's a really skill intensive deck. I can say Goki takes skill. I might play Goki at the event. I don't know what I'm playing yet for YCS Chicago, but I think it's definitely a true sleeper. On a side note, another sleeper, I guess I add this as an honorable mention, is something involving what's that, Shadows, because a lot of people are gonna run Shadows. Maybe Shadow Dinosaur. I could definitely see that being a thing. Chicago players love Shadows, so I just had to throw that in there. I feel like I wouldn't be repping my city if I didn't mention Shadows. Now the last sleeper deck for YCS Chicago I'm going to talk about is True Draco. Very powerful deck. It has 3 Monarch Stormforce added, which is good. And it can stun the opponent very well. The only downside is other decks do this better. Once again, like the Guys, Guru Control, etc. But True Draco can put in some heavy beefy damage. And just treating your opponent's cards, it allows them to outfield like the Thunder Dragon fields. And it gives them an easier time. I mean, their spells traps when they go to the graveyard, they pop monsters and stuff. I think this decks works as matchup as Thunder Dragons against Sky Strikers. I have a good time. But you know, decks like Guru Control, etc. all can just make that deck not have a good time. But I still think it has good potential for this event due to the fact that it has 3 Storm Force, and I feel like that's gonna cause a lot of players headaches this weekend. So, once again, YCS Chicago is this following weekend. Post your thoughts and opinions about this deck sleeper list in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe any of these decks have potential? Let me know. If you're new here, I would invite for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm uploading as frequently as I can throughout the week. And yeah, man, it's a fun ride being here. I will be vlogging today at Locals. I believe we have a box tournament today and a Minerva tournament tomorrow. So I might vlog both of those events, or I might vlog it as a YCS Chicago week, because I'm going to be vlogging Saturday, of course, Sunday, and then we have the Minerva event tomorrow, and then we have a box tournament today. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Pretty excited. A lot of Yu-Gi-Ohs to play. So let's see what your boy can do. So with all that being said, once again, this is YCS. Maybe just do it as a daily vlog, and I'm signing out. Peace.